20 odd runs short after the way your team collapsed last 6 wickets of 40 runs?
Yeah, we were probably 15 runs short there. We were always aiming for about 185, 190. That was the chat that we gave back at the timeout that we had. You know, probably with the wickets in hand, we should have got more, which is disappointing. Can probably hold my hand up saying that I probably got out at the wrong time, but you know, we live and we learn and we make mistakes. Yeah, we're short, but we bowled exceptionally well in those first 10 overs. We probably let ourselves down with our fielding a little bit. That cost us, you know, was it Khan that got runs? We dropped him early, whereas if we'd taken that catch, it could have been a different game.
Malan, your side picked a few wickets in the last, but in the end, you couldn't manage to get hold of the things.
Yeah, I don't think we lost the game in our last couple of overs. You know, I thought we bowled well to get wickets there. We, you know, after 8 or 9 overs, we were in the driving seat. We dropped a catch and we were probably 15 runs short. So, you know, you're probably looking at 2 overs with the bat and 2 overs of the ball, and that's enough to cost you a game.
Hi mate, as a foreign player coming to Pakistan and playing in the PSL, what was it like being out there in the stadium with the crowd like that, and did you get a sense of what it meant to the people here to be welcomed into the country and representing the ability for foreigners to come here and show that it's a safe place to be?
Yeah, definitely. You know, the passion that the fans have, you know, they've probably been starved of cricket over the last 10, 11, 12, 14 years, whatever it was, that they haven't had international cricket or professional cricket. So to have this tournament, which has been so fantastic over the last 5 years, to have it fully here, I think the fans deserve that. You know, and I think it's great from the overseas players to actually commit to coming for the whole tournament and at least putting on a show for these guys.
Hi David, I want to know if you're in connection with your fellow English players over here. How are they feeling about being in Pakistan, and how is their perception changing about the place after about a week over here before the PSL?
Yeah, the boys are excited. You know, everyone that's committed to coming here is really excited for this tournament. You know, the PSL is one of the strongest tournaments in the world, and to have it out here, as we just said, in front of passionate Pakistan fans is unbelievable. You know, I think as the tournament goes on, we might get a bit cabin fever of sitting in hotels all the time. But you know, as the tournament and the safety improves over the years, I'm sure it'll become more relaxed and we can do a few more things. But it's you know, it's a fantastic tournament, and everyone's really excited for it.
Dawid, you've had a long association with PSL since its inception, first 2 years with Zalmi becoming champions with them. You hadn't really established yourself as an international player then, and now the switch over to United with great success for England. So if you can just, in a few words, please try and help us, you know, just remember the whole experience of PSL, representing Zalmi, winning the tournament with them, and now here representing United, and of course being in Pakistan.
Yeah, being with Peshawar was fantastic. You know, I've actually played 3 seasons with him. You know, we should have got to the final in the first year, won it the second year, and we got to the final the other year that I played. You know, my cricket's developed so much being part of Peshawar Zalmi and playing in this tournament. It taught me what I needed to do to play international cricket, and it taught me those lessons. You know, as I said earlier, this is one of the strongest leagues going around consistently. You know, the quality of cricket is unbelievable, and if you're not good enough and if you don't learn quick enough, you fall behind pretty quickly in this tournament. You know, so that was, you know, a fantastic experience for me to learn. You know, Mohammad Akram's a fantastic coach. You know, they've had Yunus Khan, Andy Flower as the batting coaches the 3 years that I was there, so there's not many better guys to learn from. And Misbah Haq, who's the coach now, was a player in Peshawar Zalmi last year when I played. So, you know, it's good connections, and then being part of Islamabad is fantastic as well. You know, they've won two tournaments. I think they've been in the final one another, or I think so. So, you know, it's a fantastic franchise. Obviously disappointing not to get on the winning side here, but you know, the character that this team's shown as a group over the last 4 seasons, you know, hopefully will come through in this tournament, and we'll get on to a running start.
David, and what about the inaugural ceremony? Typical Pakistani music, folk dance, and did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did enjoy it. I think it went on a little bit long though. I mean, it's 1:15 or something at night. You don't really often finish a game at 1 o'clock, but it's fantastic for us to see and experience the Pakistan culture. It's been so closed off to the world. So for us to come here, watch it, see the opening ceremony, see all the dances, see the music or listen to the music, it's a fantastic experience just to see the culture of Pakistan.
David, apart from yourself, there were two youngsters, performance of contrasting styles, one getting a half century and the other one getting smacked for 11 runs on one ball at a crucial stage. Now, there will be smiles, there will be disappointments. How do you describe that innings? And when you go back into the dressing room, how do you lift the morale of Naseem the young boy?
Yeah, look, cricket and 2020 is a strange game. You're supposed to get whacked as a bowler. I think if you go for 15 in every single game you play, I think you're an absolute genius and you'll be worth millions. So part of the game is getting hit. The thing that you just touched on is that players are young, they make mistakes, and that's the whole point of playing at a standard like this. If you make mistakes, whether you've played 100 games or whether you play 20 games, it's highlighted. So I think it'll be a good learning curve. So when the guys go back to the drawing board, they'll be able to look at it and go, I got X, Y, Z wrong. I did this really, really well. If I continue doing this, then I'll get my results. So it's not about criticism. It's not about breaking each other down. It's about learning from the mistakes. Because this is a long tournament. You don't have to win your first 5 games to make the finals. It's a gradual thing. And hopefully we and the guys that play tonight can learn from the mistakes.
Okay, Malan, PSL has been producing some young talent for the national squad, and since you're a batsman too, then how did you find the new star Azam Khan? How was he as a batsman?
Who, sorry?
Azam Khan, the new star
Yep.
from Quetta Gladiators.
Yeah, he played really, really well. I saw a little bit of him last year, but I didn't see him long enough. But the way he played tonight, the way he carried on the innings was a great experience for anyone watching that. He didn't take his foot off the accelerator at all, which is what gave him the commanding position. Some of the shots he played were fantastic. So it's encouraging for him moving forward, and the challenge is now to be consistent and to do it more often and win more games, because he's got the talent.
David, you have been showing a upward trend recently in South Africa. You've been batting very well. You have played in Pakistan now. To what message? People love to see England touring Pakistan. To what message you will be sending to your teammates when you go back home about the security and about the love of the people toward Pakistan to boost the game here again?
Yeah, look, I can only tell them about my experience. The only way I think England will ever tour Pakistan is if the security is proved to be up to standard. From my side, if nothing happens, I can only give positive feedback, because that's all I've experienced so far is really positive things. The security's been fantastic. The way we've been looked after is unbelievable in the PSL, and I'm sure that will get ramped up if England were to tour. But ultimately that's not my decision. That's for the powers that be to make those decisions. And if it happens, I'd be excited to be part of that. And if it doesn't happen, then I'll be disappointed either way.
There's a question from our fans. A.R. Barak wants to ask you, when your opening partner got out early on first ball, how did that change your approach to this innings?
It suits my game. It sounds really bad, but it suits my game the earlier people get out. But look, I open the batting. That's what I do. That's what I get paid to do. That's my job. And it comes naturally to me. For me to get in early means that I can play my game plan. And thankfully it came off tonight, but it doesn't mean it's going to come off every time. But obviously it is disappointing for Munners. He's a fantastic player, and hopefully he comes off in the next game.